So Craig, that little
No.
that little helper you were talking about, did it start today? To do for you for this week?
What are you talking
about? The alpha instigator, Johnny AI.
Oh no, it didn't start this week. I said
Okay.
no. It asked me, it's like, do you want me to do a rundown of wrestling this week? And I was like, no, I'm good.
But give it to me next week. Fuck off.
You know what? Before we got together, I realized that Full Gear's tomorrow. Did not know that. Or by the time people are listening to it, Full Gear's today, Saturday the 22nd. I did not know that. That was my terrible Johnny Carson impression. I'm sick, and I don't.
Yeah, and I don't know, Jay. I thought about it. I was like, do we want to watch it? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm okay with skipping it. I don't know about you. Like,
yeah, I got.
Yes, they're always good, but like, I don't know, man.
I got the rundown here. First thing I wanted to do was take you down a. God damn it! Okay, there we go. We got AEW Full Gear Saturday, November 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's in New Jersey. The arena that they're having.
Ticket sales looking, buddy.
Have the arena sale. The arena, wow, that they're having it can hold 16,000 seats. They set it up for 10,000, and they have 9,300 sold. So they have about 1,000 seats left to fill or give away or whatever.
They did a good job.
That's fine for them. Like legitly, like that's okay. If you can get 9,000 or 10,000 people, like the arena's going to look full. It's going to look really good. And then let me do the Cardi Pants here. I'm gonna skip the fucking 20-hour pre-show.
All right.
I actually, Craig, I don't know how much you have been watching. I haven't watched AEW for about 3 weeks now. I've just been very busy during the week and random things with kids and softball and bullshit and stuff like that. So I have not. I'm kind of disconnected for the first time in a long time with AEW product. But I some of the card is fine. You have Chris Statlander defending the AEW women's title against Mercedes Moné and her 500 fucking championships that she keeps winning at independent shows where their curtains fall.
Knocking over sets.
Yeah, knocking over sets or whatever. But I can't see this being a bad match. I don't like Chris Statlander as champion. I like Chris Statlander a lot, and I think that she's very talented. And 2 years ago, she kept getting injured, and I was like, dude, Statlander, when she's healthy, she's going to be a problem, in a good way. But she has not found her character like Mercedes has a good character. Toni Storm obviously has a good character. I like what AEW is doing. They're putting Toni Storm more in the women's tag team division because she's already been champion for a long time and done really great things. So they're giving Statlander a chance. I don't know if Mercedes is going to win. I think you pull the trigger on Mercedes here. I just do. She's the biggest name because she still carries that stigma, good or bad, from WWE. I think you put it on her. I don't know, man. I don't know why you wouldn't. Why do you keep making her win all these indie titles if you're not eventually going to make her win the big one, the AEW title? Yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't, but you got that match there.
And I will say AEW just recently, I haven't watched much Dynamite except for Blood and Guts was fantastic. Both the women's killed it and the men's killed it. Blood and Guts was a great card.
Blood and Guts.
Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, they've all been about to build up to this. But I'm just glad you're about to get to it. But Kenny Omega is back.
Yes.
Which is great. Miss him. Love him. We'll see what he has. There's a lot of good stuff on this, but again, we're in kind of the dead season, right? Like before the road to WrestleMania. Everyone I know and all the fans, even like people at work and stuff, are not really watching either company right now. They're just we're missing
AEW, I remember Full Gear used to be really good. I mean, I'm a little biased because we went live to 2023 Full Gear.
That's the shirt Dave's wearing.
Yes,
your shirt, Dave.
It was fantastic. The show was fantastic. So I've always been partial to Full Gear. I think that's like one of my favorite shows of theirs. However, Craig is right. I think eventually they're going to fall into the rhythm of pro wrestling, which typically around the holidays you kind of get blah stuff for the most part. The next match is for the AEW World Championship in a steel cage. Hangman Adam Page defends the title against Samoa Joe. Listen to me closely. I love Samoa Joe. I love Samoa Joe. However, Samoa Joe is at the tail end of his career. They put the title on Samoa Joe because so many people were injured at that time, and I'm glad they did put it on him. However,
he saved the day.
Unfortunately, he saved the day as the ship was sinking, and that's not a very good look. In that, not because of him. I'm not saying that's because of him at all. I'm just simply saying that Samoa Joe is not a needle mover. I get they're trying to have a variety of challenges for Hangman, but I really want them to kind of get back to the Swerve. I know Swerve's been out for a bit. I really want them to get back to the Swerve feud because they're gold, man. And like, how can
Swerve had to heel though, right?
Well, he was kind of a face, but he could switch back and forth. And how can Hangman Adam Page have that world title and Swerve never cross paths with him? I don't know how they're gonna do it. How are you avoiding this? Unless they're just waiting till early next year to do it in one of their big shows or whatever. Could very well be.
Right.
But I'm just waiting for Adam. So you could tell they're putting it on Adam for long term because they are just having contenders step up and challenge him. And I do not.
And you know what? And Adam Page can always, like, even after banger pay-per-views, he can always still finish in a main event with a great match. Like he's proven, like, regardless of how good and how out of breath you are, they'll end with Adam Page, and he steps up every time and elevates everyone he's with. So I don't think he's a ratings dynamo, but I think people are really bought in this second time with him in this kind of at this point. And
thanks for the house page. No, you can't. You don't think him for the house at this point.
This won't go second. Obviously, this is just, I think, when the matches
are
announced.
Just the way I'm reading it. Exactly.
Like, but I think it'll be good. I think they'll get a lot out of Smojo.
Next, we have the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Brodito, which is Bandito and Brody King, defend their titles against FTR. You got to pull the trigger on again. Tony Khan is very weird. Like, he will do stuff sometimes because he likes it, or he'll do it because we think it's going to go a certain way, and he's like, I'm going to do the other way. I don't know why you just wouldn't put it on. You turned FTR heel months ago against Cope. Cope gets injured or goes away or whatever the fuck happened to him. And then now they're left as heels and they have Stokely in their corner. So it's like, to me, I'm like, look, I like your little experiment with Brodito. I like Bandito and I like Brody King. I really like Brody King. I think he's an untapped talent. And to me, I'm like, if you're not going to use him right, let him go to NXT because he's only going to get better if he does that. But at the same time, like, I don't know if they're going to cling on. I feel like the tag titles aren't relevant anymore. And I don't think the Hurt business.
I wish I cared.
I don't think the Hurt Business's reign helped now that I look at it. I think it hurt the tag titles because when the tag titles were on them, I loved it. But if you have a really dominant champion or champions like you did with the Hurt Syndicate, if you don't have faces get groomed to dethrone them, then
that didn't happen.
There's no reason to have a dominant heel faction, and that's what they did. And Brodito and Brody, I believe, won it in a multi-team match, so it was like a surprise. So like nobody saw it coming. So there was no healthy build. There was no like organically faced team that was getting over. In my opinion, that they could put on the Hurt Syndicate.
The Hurt Syndicate should still have the titles, to your point, just until somebody rose up that could be a competent enough opponent to take them out.
Yeah,
I think FTR takes this. I think FTR wins the belts back.
I would love to see that
today.
I would love to see that, Craig. Next is a what is this? A $1 million trios match? Is that what? Am I reading that right? Yep. The winners of the match will receive $1 million as a cash prize. Kenny Omega and the Jurassic Express, the newly formed Jungle Jack and Luchasaurus. I am disappointed in Jungle Jack. Will take on the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander. At least I'm glad that Josh Alexander is being put with a top tier name. I've been a little disappointed with Josh Alexander's run. They got him from TNA, and then and again, let me be clear with this. I'm not saying you should get someone from another promotion and then instantly fucking push them to the top title. Not suggesting that. I just feel like Josh Alexander is a little unique looking. He wears the wrestling headgear. He's got kind of like almost a Kurt Angle-esque kind of, he reminds me of Kurt Angle because he wears that stuff. So you almost should have like a kind of fringe, like lunatic kind of gimmick on him, I think, but I don't think they're doing well with Alexander, and you're putting him with in the trios division. I think there's a better usage of Josh Alexander. That's all I'm saying. However, this match should be fantastic because Omega and the Young Bucks know each other really well, and if Omega is limited in there, which he's getting older and you know, he's fighting all these injuries or whatever, Young Bucks know how to work with him, and I like the Jurassic Express. I really like the scapegoat character with Jungle Jack Perry, and I don't know why they went back the other way, but whatever. Like, I'm sure it's.
Does everyone get $1 million, or is it $333,333?
That might be the storyline, Dave. That might be the storyline, Dave. Afterwards, they talk with the accountant live in a segment, and they get taxes taken out. 401k.
I'm super engaged. Then let's go. Whatever.
Next match is the Casino Gauntlet match. There's multiple participants.
Jesus
in that.
Christ.
Then we have
I got $1 million match in a Casino Gauntlet. gauntlet match.
Yes.
I believe this gauntlet match starts with Shelton and Bobby Lashley. Which
I thought so too. I saw that graphic, and I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. You would know more than me. I'm a little disconnected.
Brought to you by DraftKings. By the way, if you have a gambling addiction, please call.
If you have a gambling addiction, please bet on the Hurt Syndicate. Next is a no disqualification match for the AEW TNT Championship. If Briscoe loses, he'll be forced to join the Don Callis family. Kyle Fletcher defending the title against Mark Briscoe. This should be a really good match because I love Fletcher and I love Briscoe. But yeah, it's all silly talk, right?
How are you forced to join the Don Callis family?
He just has to do it legally. If he loses, goddamn it, Craig, he legally better fucking do it.
We have to hang out for at least 30 days and play cards together.
You better fucking do it.
Like, how do we do this?
It's like back in the day when we grew up, like if somebody lost, you lost your valet to the other person or whatever. So, yeah,
right.
That's it.
She's like, this is awful.
Then we have a singles match, which the stipulation is both guys will murder each other. Darby Allin versus Pac. And they're both probably going to die. That's all I know because that's all Darby Allin matches are. I respect Darby Allin.
Is it no DQ?
It doesn't. No, it just says a singles match. But they're going to die. Someone's going to die. Someone's going to go through a table. And die.
Is there a Darby Allin match that's not no DQ?
Yeah, it ends up becoming some kind of bullshit on the outside where I'm like, you might as well just make this a falls count anywhere match or whatever.
His name should be Darby Quinton, so it's like no Darby Quinton, no DQ. I don't know.
We have a 4-way tag team
DQ
title.
in his name.
We have a 4-way tag team match in the women's division, Craig, and correct me if I'm wrong. These 4 teams are the 2 matches in the semifinals of the tournament of the uncrowned brand new TNA women's tag team champions. So the women's team chooses stipulations for the semifinal match in the inaugural AEW women's tag team tournament. So there's 4 teams, but so I'm assuming that each I'm assuming
that sounds like a fucking mess.
So there's 4 teams.
What's up?
And
right. What?
And these 4 teams make up the 2 semifinals. Am I saying that right? In the tournament, and whoever wins gets to pick their stipulation against. I don't know. I'm very confused and upset. The Babes of Wrath, Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron, which are kind of funny. They take on the Sisters of Sin, Julia Hart and Sky Blue. They also are taking on Timeless Love Bombs, Timeless Tony Storm and Mina. That's so stupid. And Megan Bain and Shafir are attacked. Megan Bain and Shafir, to me, they should win the belts. Like they're really legitimately they would probably murder everybody on that roster.
Well, Tony doesn't need a title ever again. She'll be over for.
But I believe these are the 4 final teams in the tournament to crown the new AEW's women's tag team. But for some reason on the pay-per-view, it's not the finals of the tournament. It's a 4.
Well, Jess, if you want to figure out how the stipulations work, you must pay $59.95.
To hear Tony Schiavone fumble through and not know how to explain it like he used to do in the dying days of the WCW, and then the last match,
he's right back where he was. He's like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
The last match, which I like because I like the participants, but really the opponent for Jon Moxley here is they're forcing him into the top spot. Not that this person doesn't deserve it, but it's a no holds barred match. Jon Moxley takes on Kyle O'Reilly. I love Kyle O'Reilly, but he hasn't been the same Kyle O'Reilly since he left NXT. So I don't really. I'm glad that Moxley's been putting him over lately, by the way, to try to get him over. I appreciate the trying to get.
Kyle O'Reilly tapped out Jon Moxley in the blood and guts match.
Yeah, so I'm glad that they're.
I imagine Moxley will go over here, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, so that is Full Gear, and that is today. As you listen to this, that is today. So enjoy. We'll cover this next week, and we will cover it next week. Let me stop streaming real quick. So that is the AEW portion. Then. 1 week from this Saturday. Go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
Well, you want to talk about that pay-per-view? We're a week away from it.
Yeah, it's a week from this Saturday. But it's getting hot enough to where. And Dave, you have a dog in the fight because you're going to be there live at Survivor Series.
I'm gonna be there live. My wife bought my Survivor Series 2025 T-shirt, so I'll be wearing it while we're there. And I got my LA Knight full cotton. Hoodie on clearance because they're fucking him all the time.
I hope he's there. Is he going to be there?
Yeah, he's not going to. No. Everyone's trying to say that he worked himself out of it because he was doing shit. It's all bullshit. whatever. Maybe they have plans for him later. I don't know. I wanted to ask you guys two questions though. Like, well, which one did you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about how Becky is not Becky Hogan and I need to eat my shoe? Or do you want to talk about how Logan Paul had notes on his fucking hand tonight? Which one did you guys pick?
The Rock had him on his wrist, to be fair, back in the day. Then John Cena called him out on it.
The first thing in the comments, he learned it from this guy. It's Rock going,
So did someone call Logan Paul out today, or you can just see it on HD?
You can see it in hindsight. It's on Threads right now. So I'm just like, here's the thing. Let's talk about that because I will eat crow for weeks with Becky. I'll do it. I'll do whatever you want. I'll do it on command, even a year later if you want me to. Okay, I'll do that.
Just apologize.
I did. I'm sorry. But here's the thing. You dumb bitch. You really should apologize.
Fuck you, fat bitch. Shut up, fat bitch. You really should apologize quick.
You really should apologize quick. That's the best shit ever. Yeah, no one's gonna know that meaning, but we do. That's all that matters.
Harlem Nights, check it out.
Here's what I'll say. Harlem Nights is the shit, and Eddie doesn't even put it on his top 5, but it should be. Eddie doesn't find it as one of his favorites. They asked him in his interviews. Anyway, way out based. Logan Paul is hated by me with a passion, and it's not because of the things that we're going to talk about, but I think people are going to use it as an excuse to talk about it. Logan Paul is extremely talented, and it pisses me off because I don't like who he is as a human being.
He's a product of the social media generation. Like he's a full on,
and he's really
representative.
He's a really fucking good wrestler. He's a really good wrestler. And the thing that bothers me about the whole deal is that people are just going to look for a reason to shit on him. And you should have just been shitting on him because of who he is. Oh, he can't even get a promo down. He should write it on his hand. Like, you know what? Like, if that's going to be your moment.
Dave credit. Before Dave
completely
apologizes, I have to give Dave credit in the sense that Dave, from day one, when he found out that Logan Paul was going to break into WWE, when he was just coming in for like a internet celebrity match, Dave was like, I don't like what he represents. I don't like him as a person. I don't care if he says he's felt better about what he did. That video that he did from that was a cemetery, right?
That's just one of many in Japan. Well, it's a suicide.
Forest, right? Dave's like, he was a horrible trash person when he was doing social media stuff, and like I don't appreciate him there, and I just don't feel he's a genuine person. So Dave, in all honesty, from the beginning was like, I don't even care. Even when we were trying to tell him, like, Logan Paul looks pretty good in there. Dave's like, I don't even care.
He is really good.
Yeah, Dave's like, I don't know how good he gets. I think he's a trash human being, and he shouldn't be rewarded in the fashion that he is. Mm-hmm. And they did. That's been Dave's stance. I can get behind that. The other thing that you must apologize about by law is you had no reason to hate her. Like nobody did. And like from the beginning, I was like, what are you all? Is everybody taking crazy pills? Like, is everybody taking crazy pills? Like, but anyway, so Dave has been a hater of Logan Paul and remains that way, and I respect that. God damn it. However, for
the right reasons, I'm not going to dog him for his hand bullshit. Everybody's done it. Everybody's had trouble with their lines.
As long as you get the promo across, I'm fine. I'd rather you not stumble and eat or swallow your tongue. I'd rather, if you have to write it on your wrist and not swallow your tongue on live TV, write it on your wrist, please.
Yeah, so that's not the reason why I will ever shut on Logan Paul, and I definitely won't shut on because of his talent. It's just because of who he is. Now, that being said, I will eat all the crow in the world. I was really upset because I felt it was Bayley's fucking time, and I felt like Becky took it from her. And all the while, Becky's like, no, here's what I don't think Becky was, but sure, she was like, of course I'm going to do this. She's put over some immense talent in a very short amount of time. Valkyria is on point now, and she's working with Bayley. Bayley's getting a big spotlight from it. And then, I'm sorry, what's her name? That she just gave her 2 great matches and gave her the IC title last week.
What's her face? From, oh my God, from the Alpha Academy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Not Marissa. It's an M though. No. Jesus Christ.
Right. So what I'm saying is,
we all have COVID brain. We're just all old. Fucking, we can't even think of shit anymore.
I always tell you every time we hit record, and even before that, I forget, like, what's my son's name again? Like, I don't know why. It's like, but all week I'm like quoting fucking wrestlers' names off the top of my head and spouting out facts about whatever when I'm making notes about what we're going to talk about. And the second we record, I'm like,
Maxine Dupree.
Yeah, Maxine Dupree.
Thank you, Maxine Dupree. Which is funny because there was a Max Dupree, right? It's LA Knight's sister, yeah.
But what I want to say about that is this, Dave, I will give you credit. You are magnanimous for coming forward. Before we hit record, you suggested that you apologize, and that's just a very stand-up stance for you to take.
Yeah.
However, I damn all you to hell. Craig, you might be catching shrapnel.
You said it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome.
You might be catching shrapnel, Craig, and I can't. I'm not defending or whatever with Cuz. Like Cuz just steps in it on his own. But like, there was multiple people that were just like, and I believe honestly it wasn't Craig so much, but I believe there was multiple people that were just like, oh, it's Becky Hogan now, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, just because you don't like her heel gimmick, and to Cuz's defense, when she was a heel and somebody used to kick out of her pin like right before 3, she used to convulse like she's dying, but it was really her shocked face. I would get annoyed by that too. That was super cringy when she used to do that.
She's gotten past that though, by the way.
That's not
an
excuse to hate the greatest women's wrestler of all time. And I say that with my chest out because there's no debate. You could debate, you could say Stone Cold and then maybe get maybe somebody else. You could say Hogan, but maybe Stone Cold. You could say The Rock, but maybe Stone Cold or Hogan. You could say John Cena, but maybe Stone Cold, Hogan, or The Rock.
But when it comes to the Undertaker,
when it comes to the ladies, it's not even close. Becky Lynch is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Second place is you can't even see second place. Who are you going to say? Trish Stratus? Bullshit. Like, I love Trish Stratus. I love her.
I give it to Io right now, and a lot of people will be mad at me for that, but I give it to Io. But she's way back.
If they say, I'm going to do an impression right now of Becky Lynch. Let me do my impression of Becky Lynch looking for the second greatest women's wrestler of all time. Ready? I can't. Where the fuck? I can't see. That's Becky Lynch. Like,
so besides, can I just want to say why, Craig? I want you to jump in any time on this, but the first reason is obvious. When she was getting way over, she beat the shit out of Charlotte with the kendo stick and got into like Becky the Man mode, broke her fucking nose, and was like, what? And the whole world exploded, and she became the Man. That's one thing. That's the one thing. But now the thing that nobody. Well, I mean, Jess, you talk about it, but I feel like you could talk about it more as well.
I feel the spirit of Cuz. If Cuz was here in that fourth space, he would say the Man gimmick got really ridiculous after a year or two. And I agree with him because Vince was there at the time. Vince watered it down. It was all Vince's fault. It was. It legitimately
but here's the thing. We don't even need to talk about that because I'm not even mad about that because what Becky has done now is, in my opinion, she's become, in the WWE universe, the only true chicken shit heel female. Like she's ducking and dodging and doing things in the ring and obviously losing titles, winning matches by the skin of her teeth, like Ric Flair style, putting people like Maxine Dupree way over that no one else would give the time of day to. And now we're seeing Maxine Dupree getting really comfortable and getting over. Ric Flair would do that for people on the regular. He would go in there and skin the cat all the time and let people get their shit in, and they would get over in all these territories. Becky is doing that now when every other woman has to be like, no, she knows. We're just we're gonna grind it out. We're gonna be fucking tough and rough, and we're gonna be really fucking tight in there. Like, no, Becky's like, no, I'm gonna take your bullshit punches, whatever, and I'm gonna fly and flop around. No woman has really done this.
I think the parallel
in the WWE universe. Sorry, go ahead.
The parallel with Becky, I think, is Mercedes, right? When Becky first came back, I might have had a week when I was like, "This is whatever." She's coming back, she's taking spots. Bailey, that kind of thing. And Mercedes, when she started, was bad on them. When she joined AEW, was bad on the mic. She was kind of lackluster, but they're both slow burns on their like returns. And I think Mercedes has earned everything that she's gotten by like just killing it and having great matches and just the stupid CEO stuff and just wrestling.
I don't listen. I'm sorry, Craig. Go ahead. I apologize.
And then kind of Becky the same with who she's elevating. It's just like slow burns. Like she's not Becky Hogan. She is going to put over these like young people. She is going to remain relevant. She doesn't lose anything when she loses to Maxine. She doesn't lose anything when AJ beats her.
Hasn't lost anything. She hasn't lost anything by losing the title.
Fantastic.
Right.
So I mean, kudos.
But can I ask, Craig, is Mercedes doing anything in the realm of like skinning the cat all the time and losing matches that way? Because I haven't been watching. I'm asking legitimately. Is she doing what Becky's doing?
She lost to Tony Storm and that's it. But I don't want that to define. I don't. Yeah. I'm fine with what Mercedes is doing.
No, I get you.
I'm fine.
She's doing great. Yeah.
Becky, but people forget when
this
Becky
is different, right?
When Becky came back in SummerSlam 2021, she shocked everyone. She turned heel and she beat Bianca. And then everyone, and I wasn't necessarily a fan at the time of that heel Becky because she left as the Man, and everybody wanted her to come back as the Man, and she didn't. So I understand that sourness at the end of 2021 and beginning of 2022. I get that. How I might have been kind of feeling that a little bit, like I want a little more. However, we went to Dallas WrestleMania, which was 2022, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
She put over Bianca in one of the great matches of the weekend that we saw in a great WrestleMania. We enjoyed both those nights. There were many legendary moments. Everybody forgets that fucking Becky Lynch put Bianca over. Once again, she put somebody over. So her squashing
and Bianca went on one of the best runs ever.
Her squashing Bianca at SummerSlam, it resulted in her finally laying down and giving it back to her. She was doing it back then when people started calling her Becky Hogan, way back then in 2022 and 2023. And the entire time, I'm like, dude, she's fucking. What are you talking about? Like, she's amazing.
The only thing I would say is different is the way she's doing it. She put her over, but they were still like that. Like
she's not just 50-50. Working with young people. She's working hard with young people. She's working fucking hard. She's getting out
she's
there.
She's working really hard.
Her
to put
and
them
Maxine
over.
Dupree had great matches. Both their matches were excellent. And like and I'm not saying Maxine deserves the praise for that too, but it's Becky fucking Lynch. It's nobody else besides Becky Lynch. Like
it's Becky inviting her into her house and saying.
And I also say that she's defined.
100%,
she broke out. Not only was she the #1 women's wrestler in 2019 when she broke out as the man gimmick, she was the hottest wrestler on the roster, man or woman. It wasn't she was getting on the pops.
And that's never happened. That's never happened
before. She's the greatest women's wrestler ever. Like, it's not close. Like, no, I don't know how anybody can debate me. I'm not saying you guys are trying. I'm just saying I don't know how anybody can debate me.
I'm not trying to.
Close.
I'm
like,
trying to.
It's not close. You can debate Hogan, Austin, The Rock. You can do all that.
You want to get into wrestling ability, we can talk, but you want to talk about the greatest overall female wrestler of all time, you can't touch it.
Fucking Becky Lynch. It's not even close. I'm telling you. I'm that confident.
Charlotte wanted to be, but she's just not.
She's great. That's the thing, though, is she's great. And those
but she's
four
not
were great.
The greatest. She's not the greatest.
They looked like they were going to steal the show before Becky became the man and exploded. Like, it looked like it was going to be a 3-way tie between Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte. That's what it looked like it was going to be. And then Asuka got in the mix, but Charlotte went over and all that stuff.
Can I ask a question? Has there been any other women's main event at WrestleMania since then? Since Charlotte and Becky and
Rhea Ripley and Charlotte next year.
And Bianca and Mercedes.
That didn't hold up. That's
which was
enough.
A fucking excellent match, which was great.
It was a great match. And again, Mercedes
love what they're doing now with Becky feuding with the female ref, which is actually like she on social media. She was all week.
She's going to put another person over because she's coming back.
I'm interested to see where that goes.
Do you see what she did in MSG? When she came in MSG, it was Punk on the top rope, and because all the pictures in the hallway of Madison Square Garden when you walk in, and she's like, "Not one picture of me. I don't get it." And she put a picture of her face over CM Punk on the rope, but then Punk on social media after she lost, someone took a picture of her like leaning through the rope and screaming because Maxine beat her and whatever, and it was her stress face. And then Punk came in. He said Punk came in and put that picture on his body in the mat, and he's all fixed it like that. And it's Becky all like stressed. It's great. Like it's really
so funny.
Greatest women's wrestler of all time. I'm sorry. It's just to me. There's
and Becky's gonna.
I don't think. I mean, I don't think we're.
Becky's gonna put over another wrestler. Right now, I mean, that's going to be. I'm forgetting her name. No, it's not. Oh, I don't have it. I'm trying to find the name of the referee. She is a former wrestler herself that's trying to get back into it. And you can see, she's getting back into it. She is she's changing her body structure. She's doing a lot of things, and then Becky is inviting her back in. So Becky is bringing all these people in to storyline and putting them over because she went from being the Stone Cold of our industry to being kind of the Rick. Sorry,
Jessica Carr.
Thank you. And she's gonna have a different in-ring name. I think they already coined something for her and patented it. But Becky's gone from being the Stone Cold of the female era to now like the Ric Flair of it, where she's just constantly chicken shitting people out and probably winning a lot, but then finally putting people over, but letting them get comfortable in the ring and letting them do their work, get their shit in. This is unprecedented in the WWE women's era until Becky has done it. I know you said she's put people over, Jess. I'm not denying that, but the way she's doing it,
Thank you.
like the way she's doing it is allowing like Bianca getting over, like Bianca did that on her own and Becky just had to lose. Does that make sense? So like here, Maxine Dupree in any other world has no business being in the ring with Becky Lynch, but Becky's like, no, let's do this.
I'm
and
always right on this podcast. I'm not. God knows I'm wrong. I'm a flawed man. But let me just say this. You're
right about Becky.
When I get the feels about certain people, I will say it. And Becky gets my feels because I'm just like, no, I'm telling you right now, with all the confidence in my voice and all my wrestling fandom of 38 years, she's the greatest women's wrestler of all time. And it's not even close. And I will say that.
And her socials are hilarious. Like everybody knows it. Everybody, like I know it, you know it, everybody knows it. I know who she, I mean, I'm not going to say that person's name out loud, but she's being the ultimate dickhole chicken shit heel.
She's the best.
Period. She's the best.
She's the best.
And I'm like,
that's it.
We love you, Becky. And I'm sorry, Becky. I'm sorry.
Of 2040 to 2070.
And I'm
the Rollins Becky Lynch baby is going to be.
I'm proud of you, Dave. I just want to say I'm emotional. I'm proud of you, Dave. I just want to say that. Next, I appreciate. Now we're going to go more serious talk here. David will be at WWE Survivor Series 1 week from today. This screenshot. Was taken 2 weeks ago, so it's probably grown more. The arena, the shitty San Diego Padres. It's not really shitty. Petco Park's super nice.
It's beautiful.
Fuck you, Padres.
The Dodgers fan get really mad about it's the greatest stadium.
Fuck
in
you, Padres. The
really
Dodgers are back-to-back champions, and you guys got eliminated super duper early. It's embarrassing.
So sorry.
WWE Survivor Series War Games will be November the 29th, Saturday, 1 week from today. The day that you guys listen to this, and
just a few days after Thanksgiving's.
Yes. So it'll be the total seats available in Petco Park were 48,496. The WWE has set it up for 35,654. They've sold 32,797 tickets. They have about a little over 2,800 tickets remaining. Should be easy, like in the next 7 days, to do that. So they will sell out their arrangement. And this is for Survivor Series, by the way, so everybody calm down. I don't believe that they expected to put 48,000 fucking people in this place. I think that for a Survivor Series to sell 35,000 tickets is pretty fucking good.
And at their prices, just give me a break.
Yeah, exactly. Even more at their prices. It's fucking it's astounding. Actually, 2 years ago they would have put 48,000 or whatever in that fucking place 2 years ago, for sure.
Yeah,
because the product was just much better and much hotter. Sorry.
Oh, we do have finally the full card as of tonight, right? Jess?
Yes, I do believe. I just got this off. Let me refresh my Wikipedia page.
4 matches.
Yeah, good luck, Dave.
I know it's four matches, and
you're adorable.
Yeah, and at the same time, Jess is going to defend it like I defended to my wife, who's going to go with me. 2 matches are going to be over an hour long, like legit.
Yeah.
So,
and one of them,
you got 8 hours of commercials, which I'm really mad about.
So the 2 matches that will be over an hour long is probably the women's War Games match and John Cena versus Dominic. I'm just kidding. So I will run it down. All 4 matches of this card. We have Stephanie Vaquer defending her women's championship against Nikki Bella. Whatever. Vaquer is going to go over, and I wish Nikki Bella would just end her run.
Fuck, I don't think Nikki Bella can go 20. I don't think she can go 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
5 minutes, 36 seconds, and then Vaquer will win the retainer championship.
I would argue Stephanie's going to show her how a real match goes and walk her through it. It's going to go longer than you think.
Okay.
But Stephanie is going to win because you can't just go 3 minutes and all of a sudden get the what's the move that Stephanie does with the knee driving her head into the mat? Like what do they call it?
Devil's kiss.
The devil's kiss.
Booker T boner. I thought it was it should be called the Booker T boner.
Yeah,
Booker T needs to get off fucking television.
Potentially the two. This is very sexist, and I apologize, but the 2 hottest women in a match ever in WWE history.
Probably. Could be. The thing that really bothers me about that whole match is that the minute Nikki comes out and says anything and does anything, the crowd does not respond in either fucking direction. It's fucking dead.
Were you gonna make a Bertha Faye joke, Jess? What were you gonna say?
No, I wasn't.
Oh God,
What were you gonna say?
I don't know what I was going. I was putting a bunch of stuff together in my head, and I said it's better not to go down the. It's best not to go down that road.
Well,
So I stopped.
I'm glad. I
just had my finest moment on the podcast defending Becky Lynch, and I will absolutely negate all of that if I said what I was going to say.
Walk off into the sunset with that one, buddy, because Nikki Bella has no heat either way whatsoever, and that's exactly what's wrong with this.
And by the way,
thing.
and I hate to say this, Stephanie doesn't either. She's not over. I'm gonna say it. Whatever. Like,
you don't think Stephanie's over?
I don't think. No, I don't. I don't. I think she gets the biggest reaction when she puts her butt up in the air, and I think that sucks because she's so much more talented than that cliche move.
With that.
I think
she's over.
I don't think so. Like at all. Like I mean, I don't think she's not popular.
I'll give you the real.
But she's not over. She's not Rhea Ripley over or a top tier or Bianca or anything close like to that right now. They tried this experiment with Tiffy and it didn't work great. I think Tiffy needs to be repackaged and come back as a heel. I don't know what you need to do with Stephanie.
Everybody gets the title for the first time, and they got to work it out. So
no, I get that, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. When we grew up, and I'll probably never get off this. When we grew up, once you became champion, it's because you grew up to that. We saw you grow and go into that. And when you finally won the title, whether it's you won the IC title first and then you won the world title, it was a step. Triple H does it less, I will say. He does it way less than Vince.
Blame Vince because Vince was the one who changed it.
But what a lot of things that Vince did, and Triple H does it sometimes too, when he wants to get someone over in substitute of character and substance and development, he'll just put a fucking title on him. And I think that's what they did with Stephanie. And then they tried for a while, then they do the cute thing of like, you can't speak English very well, and then she struggles through it a little bit, and it's cute, but that only goes so far. And like I don't know who she is. I don't, except for that one fucking move when she puts her butt in the air.
We'll have to find out. And she's extremely talented.
But she's incredibly talented. She's enormously talented. And like she has a great look. And like she's got it all. I just feel like, man, what are you doing? And then you put her in there against Nikki. I know Nikki's a legend. I have to do that. So whatever.
You can attribute to a similar situation when you talk to the language barrier. It's an Asuka EO moment. And as those two got better,
EO was an experiment, and I feel they're trying to do the same thing with Stephanie. EO just struck magic. I don't know what it was. I don't know what she did.
She's amazing.
It's her charisma. Stephanie has no charisma, and EO has tons of charisma.
What EO did last week when
she can't promo, but I think she definitely has charisma.
Like Asuka has tons of charisma. Craig, I'm not like I want Stephanie to succeed. Don't mistake my words. I'm just saying
this is the nitpick. This is just a nitpick.
Yes, I don't know what they're doing with her, and like I'm just like, man, and it's going to be one of those situations where she's a
workhorse. She's every Raw. She's a workhorse, and she's the champ.
And she has stepped in. She has stepped in when others are injured.
Earn it in the ring. She has to earn it in the ring every week, and she is. But like, it's very, very hard when you're not great on the mic. And
then you're limited. Like I get you're a champion. And you have to show, like, to me, I've always felt this way. Like, even if you get put in there with a Nikki Bella, you have to find a way to make them worth it. And like, we'll see. And maybe Craig, I want you to be right, Craig. I do. And like, I want her to have her moment or whatever.
You know what they can do, Craig? Go ahead, Craig. Sorry.
If she can carry Nikki Bella to a decent match here, like maybe then she's made.
That will happen.
Okay.
Only the best will be able to do that. And if this doesn't, then she'll
hold that with the marks, Craig, to your point. But I think to get everybody over in the casual sense, let her do what they did with Asuka and Io, like get those promos cut into their native language where you can see it and let that passion come out as they're learning the language, because she is doing a great job. But I don't think anyone's giving her enough credit how quickly she's learning the language over time. Like she does a really good job, but the problem is that, to your point, the personality doesn't come over. But let her do these promos. Like let Pritchard go in there and just record her in Spanish for a little bit and translate that shit and put a bunch of music and fucking firebombs behind it and see what happens. That's what they did with Io, and Io and Asuka was great.
Perfect example of what Jess said about charisma of Io and what sets her apart. Like that moment on Raw when she hugged Rhea Ripley after
that was so
thank you. Let's bring that up.
Alexa, so and it corpsed Charlotte.
It broke her.
I don't know if that's
She
cool.
started
It
laughing.
fucking broke. It was so funny. Like, so
She's
pure.
like, oh, she hugged Rhea. It's real. It's
and to
real.
your point, Craig, maybe she'll get those moments. And the reason why maybe actually I'm fighting against myself on this is because I dislike when a move with kind of a sexual overtone overshines the talent. And I know how talented she is.
That's not Stephanie's fault.
And Booker T didn't do any favors. I know it's viral, and I know when she was in NXT, it was like, oh, here we go. I hated it. I turned all of those videos off. I don't like Booker T on commentary, and I don't like somebody as talented as Stephanie. I get that. But you know what, though? That's such a WWE signature move, is it not? Like, she's doing a move that everybody pops for, and you got to kind of do that to get over. And I get it. And I'm not saying she is doing anything wrong. She's not.
How was nobody talking about her? How was nobody talking about her finishing move off the top? It's insane.
I just don't. Yeah, she's got a nice ass. Great, I'll say it. But you know what? Like, every time she does that move, I roll my eyes because I'm like, God damn it! Like, you're so much better than that, and I hate that gets the biggest reaction in her matches because I'm like, you are better than that. Like, you're better.
I definitely understand that. And then you know what? Even just like body wise, I mean. Not only, but like she covers up pretty well, other than her butt. Yeah. Like, and it's not fair, and it's WWE. It's obviously forced, and it works.
Those ladies they're completely covered in nylon. By the way, too, guys. That's not That's not real stuff hanging out. Like, let's get real. Like this, it's all an illusion. It's all bullshit. Like, people need to get over themselves, and people need to like. I thought we were past the point of where we were with women's wrestling, where it had to be diva style. And I don't know if that's from a AAA thing or an NXT thing, and that's how it brought up here. I don't know the history and lineage to it. All I know is people like it. I will pop more when I see that ridiculous finisher that she does, every week.
Dave, I think she's incredible. It's just overall misogyny. Like, we've come a long way between like the divas and the strip offs,
but it still sells. I hate to say it.
It absolutely, it will always sell.
The pudding matches and shit, and the fucking
just
oil
monkeys,
matches,
right? Yeah. Like, we really are just monkeys, and we were getting better.
Just fucking primates. Yeah,
I mean, obviously,
I don't like it.
But to your point, though, obviously, like, and a company is going to milk what it can sell, so it's going to keep doing it like over and over again.
Yes,
but anyway, the next match is a singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. John Cena defends the Intercontinental title against Dominic. I think Dominic's going to win it back. I don't see Cena retiring.
I hope he does. I hope he does. That'd be phenomenal.
You've got a lot of angles here. You've got, does Liv return? You've got, does Ray interfere?
Does Ray help him?
There's a lot of stuff going on here. And in San Diego, it's going to be tough. Do they boo Domister? I think they will still boo Dominic.
They'll cheer him until it's time to boo him. They'll do their job. They'll cheer the shit out of him when he's out there, but they'll boo him when he's needed to.
You know what they should do, and they might do. Ray comes out with Cena, and it would basically establish like, oh shit. So there's no like 50-50 for Dom. They boo the shit out of Dom.
What if Ray comes out with Cena, Craig, and then Ray turns on Cena and then Ray becomes part of the, and then Ray becomes part of the faction.
I mean, I've been saying for months, I was like, they should have had Ray's last match here in San Diego. It should have been hair versus mask, Dominic and Ray in San Diego. Yeah. I think Ray will play a part in some point.
Maybe that'll be WrestleMania this year, Craig.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe it'll be like a Daniel Bryan faking like he's going with the Wyatt family. Ray fakes like he goes with Dom, but then
it was so good.
Yeah, but then they switch it back.
So good.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, maybe
I'm not going to book WWE. They've
disappointed
series. Me all year. They can book their own shit. Wow, me WWE, you boring.
I would argue the anticipation was so great for it that they pushed it. They were supposed to wrestle here, but they're like, no, people have been asking about this match for a while.
Boring WWE for the last year. Like, whatever. I'm not going to book.
And I think there's something to that with San Diego and Vaquer. I think Vaquer will be huge in San Diego with this crowd. But we'll see.
The pop will be enormous. Yeah, like
even though she's from Chile, right?
And whatever. It doesn't matter. Dave, you get to see.
It's a AAA match. So to your point, everything's from
Dave,
from
unless they do some kind of like surprise match on the following Raw or SmackDown or whatever. Dave, you're gonna see John Cena's second to last match.
Yep.
Dude, get that. Dude, I want that San Diego Cena Last Time Is Now shirt. I bought the Knoxville one, and I love that.
Is it only available there?
No,
I'll get it for you if it's only available.
No, I think you can get a WWE shop. So I just don't want to pay $30. I'm broke. Life is hard. Life is hard.
The next match is because I gotta get off John Cena before I go on a rant about how much I hate his final year. Women, I absolutely hate it. I have been probably.
I know.
I don't think I'm gonna
enjoy
be.
it.
This is not.
There's only 2 weeks. There's only a month left of it. You have
this
to
is
enjoy
not
it.
a reflection on John Cena as a whole.
I know.
I respect his career.
I know.
I will say I have never been more disappointed in an athlete's final.
But it's gonna ruin like the moment of the treasuring what's happening.
I'll bathe in it. It's fine. It's fine. Like it's fine. It ramps up with my disappointment of this promotion. The WWE the last 8 months it's like they've gone out of their way. They're purposely booking boring shit. Like I don't know what they're doing. None of it makes any sense. But any hoozle. But their numbers reflect it. But anyway. The women's War Games match will be
not according to their quarterly reports.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the inflated prices and their attendance is going down.
Yeah,
but for the first year, it's going to cover because you're spending more for
Instead
tickets.
Of 10 people paying $50 a ticket, one person pays $500.
Exactly. So your numbers. But next year in 2026, I'm telling you, shit's gonna hit the fan if they don't become interesting. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte Flair, and AJ Lee just added. We'll take on Nia Jax, Lash Legend. I love the team of Nia Jax and Lash Legend, by the way. And the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kerry, and Becky Lynch in a women's War Game match. I'm sure it's going to be fucking fantastic.
You said War Gay.
Did I say War Gay? Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was talking about WWE Creative this past year, so excuse me.
Whoa.
So that's going to be a great match. I think the women's match is going to be good.
That was the show. I'm almost guaranteed.
Last year, if I remember, wasn't last year's women's match really terrible and really botchy filled? So I look for them to rebound this year and steal the show. I'm going to go on record and say the women's War Games match will be match of the night. Not that it will not be highly contested.
I also dive off the top with a garbage can on her head. She has to. It's standard. It's under contract. It's actually legal. It's legal. It's legally bound.
She's the best. Io's the best.
Nia Jax will break someone's nose and or orbital bone. It's part of her contract. She will do it. She will hurt someone.
Yep.
Then we have the men's War Game match. We have Charles Montgomery Punk. I don't know if that's not what CM stands for.
No, I think it is. It is. It's Charles Montgomery.
He is the world heavyweight champion of the television. And then Cody Rhodes is the undisputed WWE champion. And then Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso will join them. And Roman Reigns. Can they get along? I don't know. They will take on.
The answer is no.
They will take on the Vision, the failed faction, the Vision, with Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul. It's because Seth got injured, to be fair.
Isn't Drew in the Vision now?
Drew McIntyre. I don't know if he's a permanent member, but he is in the War Games match. Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman in their corner. Going to be an interesting match. I mean, who are we kidding, right? Like, Bronson Reed's going to do a goddamn tsunami off the top of the cage. Tell me he's not. He's going to break his ankle again.
He shouldn't. No, he can't. He cannot.
He needs to do it and redeem himself. I want to see it.
I still don't know how he came back as quickly as he did from 2 broken ankles.
Just out another 6 months. Like he's just every year just goes out when he breaks his ankle off a thing. He's just gone from every year November to
they put him in the War Games match every year and he does the same goddamn thing. No, I really hope he doesn't because I like Bronson Reed a lot and like he is awesome.
The same thing that he always does. Like every time he goes off the top rope, like he does that handshake, like he's like scared to death when he does it. Like, and then he fucking tsunamis him.
This might be my ankle.
Do you know what would be very funny? If he goes to do it off the top and then like shakes his head and then like climbs back down and does it off like top turnbuckle, that would be.
I would. I hope that you called it, Craig. That would be beautiful.
No, I would like if he just leaves and just walks out. He's like, "Fuck, I'm done. I'm not doing this shit."
He's like, "They want me to do this? No, I'm not doing this." Then he just like,
no, you
don't care about me. I don't care about me.
Yeah.
Like wrestlers form a union thanks to Bronson Reed.
Nah, they're getting good coverage now, right?
It'll be good. I didn't realize there's only 4 matches. Fucking come on.
Yeah, 3 hours. I really thought there was going to be 5.
So much filler. I think they're 45 minutes each. I don't know if they're an hour each. So that they will be an hour. I don't know. It's fine. Everything's
We'll
fine.
see.
It's not
They
fine.
only have
It's gonna
80
be
people on
the same
fucking
stuff.
roster.
Don't defend them, Craig. Don't defend them. It's bullshit.
I know. I don't know why I'm.
It's bullshit. So real quick, I know we're at 48 minutes, but I have prepared some other clips here. Let me get
Fuck
my.
yeah.
Yay!
stuff
We're
straight.
going into the AI
so-
slop. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Tony Khan. Well, no, we're not. Because see, I want to say this for Cuz. I did not prepare it, the slop bucket, and I feel bad I have failed. However, I do kind of feel like that's Cuz's thing. So if that motivates Cuz to be on more, I like when Cuz hosts the slop bucket because it's funnier for some reason
don't.
when he does it. Oh, but
I'm just kidding. We love you, guys.
But I clipped some stuff where Tony Khan was on Ariani and the Ariani show, and there was a couple things that I just wanted to talk about to see
Here we go.
what we felt. So I did clip some stuff here. The first clip I would like to play is a question that he asked Tony Khan about how he feels about WWE counter programming, and this is what Mr. Khan had to say.
And I hadn't really heard you asked about this, so would love to hear your thoughts. It is very clear to me as an outsider that when you're putting on a big show, WWE tries to counter program it. How do you react when this happens? Do you think this is being done on purpose?
That's a great question.
I do think it's done on purpose, and I understand it, and it's part of wrestling, and I think we've seen a lot of it, but I think other wrestling promotions that have been the challenger wrestling.
That's not happening.
You know what I really believe right now? I'm just going to say this. I did just stop the video. Is I believe that he has a hand that he changes out and puts a different mug on it. Like I don't think he has a real right hand.
Yeah.
Like I think that legitly like he has a this prosthetic hand.
Well, because I was going to say the reason why he has it down like that is because he did that one time where it was up like this and everyone gave him shit and he won't ever lift it again on a pod.
I think that he has a prosthetic right hand now that I'm looking at it and he changes it out.
It's so funny. I thought the same thing, Jess. Honestly, I think
he's either awkwardly holding it up or just awkwardly holding onto it like in every clip. And I don't know why he does that. Like it doesn't make any sense.
I can tell you why he does it. I think the man's definitely on the spectrum. I think
I was going to say that. I'm not. Craig, I am not making a joke. I was going to say that.
No, me neither.
I was going to say that.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he thinks so fast and moves so fast. Him holding that mug in every interview grounds him, or else he'd be his hands would be all over the place.
All joking aside, I legitimately think you are correct. There's some answers that he gave in this interview. I was like, I believe he's on the spectrum, and I'm not being a dick. Or he's got.
If you have that energy and that photographic memory, and like that obsessed with wrestling from that young age, with that money, and then doing the 4 jobs that he does,
so we're all on the spectrum, Craig, because we like wrestling. Jesus.
in order for him to sit down with Ariel and not be focusing on everything else, and probably made a bit of nervousness, clutch that cup. He's always.
I'm not making a joke. I agree with you 1,000%, and I was legitimately thinking that as I was making these clips. Like seriously.
Brand in our lifetime have seen a lot of it.
Ariel's also a dick.
Jim Crockett Promotions, which was the forerunner to WCW, saw a lot of this. And Jim Crockett Promotions ended up having to sell the company to Ted Turner, who then made a great run. It took a while. And really, if you look, Ted Turner took over at the start of 1989, and the strongest run came over 6 years later, almost 7 years later, it started really when business peaked and took off their peak years. So it's interesting because as a challenger wrestling promotion, you've got a great opportunity, but it's really hard. It involves tons of investment to build up to be a true, strong challenger. And that's why we took the risk with AEW when we did. I do think that we've seen that kind of counter programming and those things. And I understand, looking back at wrestling history, kind of expect that. And
does it frustrate you?
I think it's okay because for us, it's always worked out and we're in a great position. So it hasn't ever been a thing where it's cost us anything. And even when you do something like AEW All in Texas, where we do the show in the afternoon, it really worked out for us great. And it was one of the best days in the history of the company. So
you don't take it personally. You're not like, can you guys just leave me alone? Can I just have the day for myself?
Are you not going to drink it? Pick it up.
That's fucking hilarious. I just thought it was.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was. I thought it was interesting. He was talking about counter programming. I've always thought counter programming is a good thing. It's funny how the
internet, just business.
It's so funny how we're just in such a divisive country that all the people that are divided will comment on it like it's a bad thing because they need a talking point. But it's not a bad thing. It's never been a bad thing. I like it when there's 2 shows on a Saturday, even though I get extremely fatigued at the end of the show. I don't care. Like I like it when there's a show from AEW starting at 2:00 and then there's a WWE starting at 5. I fucking love it. Like I love it.
It's also capitalism, and we're in the late stage of it, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
You also need to know that Ariel Helwani is a Toronto Blue Jays fan and tried to talk shit on Kike Hernandez, so we automatically hate him.
Dave, he's gonna have a bad fucking Christmas, isn't he? Like, isn't he?
Whoa!
Woo!
So these
on his laptop,
two clips,
his Toronto jerseys will not say world champion on them.
Do you think there is any surprises left in the John Cena? I'm going to say goodbye in this lackluster year tournament. I think that's the name of it officially.
I think there will be, and I think it's going to be Jericho at this point. Yeah.
So I captured these clips. He talked about Jericho and he talked about Cope. Cuz mentioned on our thread that he thought that Tony Khan should not have given away that Cope was coming back, but I think that maybe he gave away who will be a surprise on the John Cena side. I want you to listen to the Copeland clip where he talks about Copeland, and then I want you to listen to the Jericho clip, and I feel he answered both of them differently, and I think maybe one of them is going to be a surprise. Listen to his response. Which one do you want?
I'm going to try not to stare at the mug and focus on
you're quite the journalist today, Jess. I
actually need you to focus on this one. So do you want?
I can't.
Do you want to?
I said that I'll try, but you know what I'm going to do, so it doesn't matter.
Do you want to hear the Copeland first or the Jericho clip first?
Give me the Copeland.
I don't care.
Copeland, okay.
Someone on the thread said he spoiled Copeland, and I didn't hear it.
Cuz just said that, but I don't know. You tell me, because he answered each question different. Ariani was asking questions about what's the status of Jericho and what's the status of Cope, and then he answered in 2 different ways. So what I'm asking you, and I'm not yelling, I want you to focus on these questions. Okay, ready? Here you go. I'm not yelling.
Okay. You are.
That's not true. Okay, you ready?
Handle the cup.
So this is Adam.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck.
This is our clip. We need to put this on the clip. Okay, good.
This is Adam Copeland. You ready?
Did WWE ever ask to use Adam Copeland as part of the John Cena retirement tour?
That's a great question.
Is his deal up at any point to where he could be used?
I mean, you never say never in wrestling, because I would imagine they could always extend that date past the end of the year. But no, Adam's going to be here with us through the year, and he's really a huge part of AEW.
Because they're bringing, like yesterday, they brought back Dolph Ziggler and some other, Matt Cardona came back last week, and so there was this big push for him to be the last one. But
excuse me, Zack Ryder came back, not Matt Cardona. Thank you so much.
Shit.
Thank you.
Obviously, he's under contract with you. I was wondering if there was ever a conversation about that.
Adam Copeland is a huge part of AEW, and I have so much respect for him, and I really like Adam.
Does that mean he's telling the
and
truth,
I'm
Craig,
glad to have him here, and he's away filming, but he's with us, and he's going to stay with us.
Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't even see that on the first time around. Okay.
He touched it at the end, though. So
I understood, Dave. Understood. But that was probably the longest period that he let go of the mug. Now I'm going to play the Chris Jericho clip. I did not notice this the first time.
But he didn't deny it. That's weird.
But
man.
listen
that's
to the way. No,
weird.
he did. He said Adam Copeland is with us through the new year, unless they extend the John Cena retirement tour, which is basically what he said. He's like past the year. Then maybe. Right. Like, so he's saying
because it was never say never at that point.
Yeah. And then he did say never say never, and he did let go of the mug for an extended period of time, possibly the most time he let go in the whole interview.
I will say right now, I will join Jess and double down on my hatred if John Cena extends his fucking retirement.
No, it's bullshit if he does. It would, you know what? Go ahead and do it, Craig. It will just pile on to my hatred of his whole fucking last year, the whole retirement. But the botched retirement tour is what I call it. They should sell purple shirts.
Said it from the beginning. He's sold. He's probably made $10 million in T-shirts of every fucking market.
No, Dave,
if that motherfucker,
can't leave. I have another clip, Dave. Don't you walk away.
David, you son of a bitch.
You Becky Lynch hating son of a bitch. You sit down.
Fuck you. Anyway, we were talking about Tony Khan.
I have to play another clip, and I don't want Dave to walk away, but he walked away. You bitch. You stupid bitch. You stupid
fucking piece
bitch.
of shit.
Hey,
everyone fucking hates you. We talk to everyone. Have you seen the comments? You worthless sack of fucking shit. Put your headphones on. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Are you done? Are you done?
Did you get a beverage?
Are you done?
No,
That's none of your business, Craig.
Oh my god.
That's none of your business. You guys talk about this shit. You talk about it all the fucking time. God.
What are we talking about?
Wrestling, Dave? That's what we do every week, Dave. That's what we do every week. We talk about wrestling.
I can't remember what it was.
What happened? Why are you upset? What happened?
Oh my god!
Is everything okay?
I had a really bad Uno event this evening. It was really rough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me play.
You just paused the podcast when you went to get a drink.
Hey, you know there's situations where I try to steer you guys away because everyone's fucking heard it 50 times, and I just said I'm gonna go get a beer. Yeah. That's what happened.
Wait, what are we talking about that you don't like? The cope and with the scene.
No, I will give Dave credit on this.
No, not about that. Yeah, go ahead.
No, he allowed me to speak my heart about Becky Lynch, and he allowed me. So I will allow Dave to say whatever garbage he's going to say right now, and that's fine. I will.
No, it's the Cena retirement sucks ass. I don't want to talk about it anymore. He's not going to extend. He's got way too much shit going on. It's not going to happen. We're getting angry about nothing.
So I do agree with Dave on that. I do agree with Dave because Cuz is the one that put the germ in our ear or is bug in our ear. I don't know what the phrase is. Listen, I don't know.
Why are you listening to that conspiracy theorist son of a bitch?
You're correct.
Why are we doing
Dave,
this?
You're correct.
Why do we
why
do
did you
this?
walk away? We can't. Craig and I can't survive without you. And you take your
because you literally you
lost it when you got up. I meant we paused.
I can hear you. I can hear you from the refrigerator. I can hear you yelling from the refrigerator in the headphones.
No, but agreed.
Like 100 feet away.
I want to play the Jericho clip, but I agreed 1,000%. I do agree with you, Dave. I believe that they are not going to extend it, that he's done in December. However, Cuz started the thing of like, they're going to extend it. I'm like, what would the point of that be? Like, it wouldn't be. Yeah.
But I'm also, we're not going to get into it because we're already an hour in. I'm thoroughly enjoying Cena's this last few months. Sorry.
It's just good to see him. It's just good to see him.
Craig, I acknowledge the words that have come out of your mouth, and I agree that you spoke words.
And now I'm going to play the clip. Motherfucker.
Okay, now I'm going to play. Okay, if we can remember the Adam Cope clip. Now,
yes. Now we're going to hear that.
Now we're going to hear the way he answers the Jericho question. My question to you guys is: Cope still on the table as being a surprise, or is Jericho? Mm-hmm. Okay, so here we go.
And I think before you start this, the answer will be how much time his hand is on the mug.
Craig, I did not. When I capture these clips, I did not take into account that. I think you're a genius. I think we are correct. We need to watch the hand to the fucking mug. I think that's the key.
Yeah, that's a really nice too.
What's the state of Chris Jericho's relationship with the company?
Chris Jericho is somebody who's in AEW and has been with us from the very beginning. He's been away from us for a bit, but
since April, right? His last appearance was in April.
Chris Jericho is a human being with hair, and he wears clothes. Like he's saying like shit that's we understand. Like we know
he's a carpenter.
Water's wet. Yeah,
water's wet. Chris Jericho, he wears shoes sometimes, and sometimes he wears pants. Sometimes he does not. Like it's just, okay. So.
He's lost a lot of weight over the last 6 months.
Yeah, he got more in shape than he did when he worked here for AEW, and I'm offended by that. So here we go.
Yeah, and he's somebody that's had even this year great matches with Bandito. somebody that's been a world champion for us and was really at the very beginning of AEW. Absolutely.
His hand is off the mug.
Key and
off
instrumental
the goddamn mug.
Any individual in the launch of AEW. And I love Chris personally and professionally. I just reached out and wished him a happy birthday recently. I'm very excited about everything Chris has done in AEW, and he continues to be with us. And, you know, he's always
listen, is he going to be back?
I can't speak to that, but I love having Chris in AEW, and he's always welcome. The door's always open for Chris to come in.
What is the reason for his departure for now?
It's a very good question, and it's some of it comes down to just working out the dates. And
is his deal almost up?
I would rather not get into that, but also I respect you asking about it. And if I could give as much information as possible to try and keep a very constructive dialogue.
Do you think we'll see him back?
Okay.
No, you won't.
And on top of that, he took his hand completely off the mug for the entire answer and was doing this. So it's got to be Jericho is probably going to be in there before December as one of Cena's last opponents, or like in the tournament.
He's already. Jericho knows how to finagle his contracts. He's been around the bullet quite a bit, dude. He's just Jericho saw this coming a year away. As soon as he said John Cena's retirement tour, he's like, "Ooh, when's my contract up?" That's what happened here.
But am I on to something, Craig? You blew my mind with the mug, the mug thing. But am I on to something? The two clips were there was the same question, just two different names, Cope or Jericho, and he was very different in both answers from his words. And I didn't even notice until Craig mentioned he completely laid out the mug in the Jericho thing.
He's got Cope under the contract. It's not even.
Right.
He's like, that's a non-issue. It's not happening. He's not going. But the Jericho thing, and Jericho's done this forever. Jericho will find ways out. He'll find loopholes. And at the end of the day, it's a good chance that his contract was already up. And he's like, I got to go back. I don't feel well. My horse is sick. And then he went and shredded like fucking 40 pounds.
My horse.
Swear to God. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Only us three, you know.
Hate on Tony Khan all you want. If Jericho is out of contract, if Tony Khan wanted to do best for his company instead of as a wrestling fan first and foremost, during that interview, he should have said Jericho's out of contract, not currently signed to AEW, and let it go and blew the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And because Triple H would have done that, anyone at TKO would have done that. But Tony Khan, I think, is like, I'm going to be a little cagey because he's a fan first.
Because you're right. If you or I ran the company or Dave ran the company, we would have all said like, no, he's out of contract. He could do whatever he wants. Next, because you would have blown the surprise. Like, but then again,
you guys
now.
But then again, would that have given more attention? But WWE has the most attention. So to Craig's point, it wouldn't matter. Like, just blow the thing. He's gone. Jericho's gone. Doesn't matter.
You could be giving him too much credit. They could have signed him to an NDR that's worth money.
I would even go and say they could have. They could have. I would even go as far as to say that Chris Jericho's gone. He's probably going to show up on the other channel and job like the other ones have. Like, that's what I would have said. Like, because that's all Cardona's done. That's all the rest of them has done.
And let's put it this way. If you do nothing to incentivize Tony Khan, then you should do that. But I don't think Tony believes that he's not being incentivized in some way to hold that. I don't know what that is.
So,
Sheamus
is out.
To Craig's point, though, Dave. To Craig's point, sorry, Craig. I do believe that Tony Khan really legitly likes Chris Jericho and respects him. That's why he doesn't do it. Like, I think that if he had no feelings if he was Eric Bischoff, he'd be like, he's gone. Like, so he's going to go job just like Cardona and Ziggler did. Have a good time with that for a one-night rating spike. Good job. Like, Bischoff would have done that. Like, but
we need to cut this entire thing. This Ariel, this is great clips, Jess. This Ariel Helwani, this whole thing should be its own YouTube clip and post every.
I will.
And what were we saying about Sheamus, Greg?
A lot of people are probably not listening this far live on the YouTube thing. Sheamus is out with a shoulder injury. I don't know whether you want to blow Jericho on the semifinals. I don't know if they're going to have the semifinals of the main the Saturday
night main event. And would Jericho go for that? Jericho's always been really protective of his legacy and the way he's used. Would Jericho want just to be brought in a tournament to lose? Would Jericho want this?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's if it's that much fanfare to lose to Cena on his last match and then have
not to lose in the tournament, but to lose to Cena, of course. Run. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Losing to Cena is fine, but he shouldn't lose in the tournament to get there.
That's what I'm saying.
It'll blow the pop if he replaces Sheamus in the semis or whatever. So it's like, it's very strange.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I also think we're giving WWE too much credit. I think that we fantasy book.
We always fucking do.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's why WWE's been so boring. 90% of what we're like, that would be cool if it happens. They just don't do it. So like, I don't have any faith in this company like going forward at this point. I mean, I'm gonna still watch. I don't mean I don't have any faith like they're going under or anything silly. I mean like they have really fucking sucked this year in creative all across the board for the most part. I mean, people have shined. We talked about EO. We've talked about other people getting over. I'm not saying there's been Dom still strong and funny and awesome. And but I mean, like, other than that, like, yeah, I try to not fall in the trap of watching my handles and then going like, oh, that's the internet wrestling community wanting that to happen. And then when it doesn't happen, being disappointed. But even if I put all that aside, because I have kids, I work and blah, blah, blah. So I don't try to get wrapped up. I've been disappointed in general this year from WWE. Just not, injuries have fucked them up a little bit, but like just everything, like their storylines, Jey Uso, like it's just all been shit. Like Cody's boring. Like, God, like what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? I'm sure it'll get hot going into Mania and Rumble and all that stuff, but it's like, what are we doing? Like, but yeah, I really enjoy those clips. Actually, it made me laugh a lot.
That was great. Great.
I did not know.
That's good stuff.
Right. Yeah, we're an hour 10.
Yes. So yes. I guess we'll see you at the matches? Question mark.
The
see you guys next week.
Over.